Ladies and gentlemen, Arsenal registered their first victory of this season. But did you know Arsenal played today and scored a goal, and who are the first goal scorers from the season 1992 till now? Steve Bold was the first person to score for Arsenal. Opposition was Norwich City. Then you can see Ian Wright, Kevin Campbell for every different season, and then we had Thierry Henry. Yeah, but for this season it's Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang who was the goal scorer who scored the first goal of 2019-2020 and this season for Arsenal against Norwich City. Such is the record and such is the story for Arsenal. But more importantly, let's talk about Norwich City. Arsenal had 30 shots, 30 shots against Norwich City. The most they've had in a Premier League game since December 2017 against Manchester United, where they had 33 shots. And talking about more stuff, Nicola Pepe and Bukayo Saka had 12 shots and created 10 chances between them against Norwich City. Pepe had 6 shots and 6 chances created. Saka had 6 shots and 4 chances created. Wide players really killed it for Arsenal. But more importantly, let's talk about another story for the day. Is Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang has actually now directly been involved in 80 Premier League goals for Arsenal, which is 117 games, 65 goals and 15 assists. That was really clutch. And what was more clutch was Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang has now scored the same amount of Premier League goals for Arsenal as Theo Walcott. Theo Walcott and Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang has done it in a much less time. How crazy is that? Craziest as you might feel it would be. But moving on, so talking about more stuff, well, Arsenal fans were seen chanting Patrick Vieira's name in the opening minutes after he claimed his first win as Crystal Palace manager over Tottenham. 3-0 victory, ladies and gentlemen. But before the game, here's what Mikel Arteta said. He says, he was asked if he is asking for patience from fans. He says, no, I cannot ask for anything. It is a time for the team, for ourselves to give to the fans. They've given us a lot through the years. They've been really patient. We certainly need a reaction because we need results. We lost 3 games. Certainly things have to be changed. We changed dynamics, we changed personnel for different reasons. Let's go for it. And talking about why Ramsdale started ahead of Leno, Arteta said, like any other of the 7 changes that we made to try to win the match, we have 2 fantastic goalkeepers and today we are going for Aaron, like we've gone for other people in other positions. And Arsenal keep their first clean sheet as well. And David Seaman on Arsenal says, they've got to turn up this weekend. It's a massive game. I fear them worst if we get beat because the fans will turn. They're not happy with the 2 seasons of finishing 8th. It's nowhere near good enough. We're at that point now where the board have chucked some money at the team and the squad. They put their money where their mouth is, and it's time for the players to do the same. So let's see how that will turn out to be. How exactly will that be the case? But more importantly, things you love to see. Certain things definitely happen. So 27 seconds into his debut for Palace, Odson Edwards scored. Patrick Vieira has never lost to Spurs in his career as a player and manager so far. First win as Palace manager too. And that was Big Pat getting a pat on the back. And most importantly, he was asked, how does it feel to beat Spurs? Patrick Vieira says, I don't know how it feels to lose versus them. My God, super savage from Patrick Vieira, isn't it? Love to see this. These are the things that you'd really love to see. But Thomas Partey before the game posted this on his Instagram stories that I am back. Well, of course he was. He got a yellow card, which I did not approve of, but okay. Of course, that did not warrant it, but yes. I don't know. I felt there was a calming presence in the Arsenal's defense whenever Norwich went to attack. But 3 points is what we were seeking, and 3 points what we get. So, one question I want to ask from you guys. What do you make of Takehiro Tomiyasu's performance tonight? Like, what do you think about Takehiro Tomiyasu? Because he won 5 out of 5 aerial duels in the first half. He was really special, if you ask me. He really was. He was really adding up a lot of things. And Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang was really applauded. But more importantly, Arteta on Tomiyasu says really positive. The first impression when you meet him is joy, happiness and energy. He was cramping in the second half. We had to travel earlier in the week and we had to take him off. And talking about Ramsdale, he says, I think he was terrific. Not only what he did on the technical side, it's what he transmits, his chemistry with the back line. I had to make a decision today, and Aaron was the right one to do. So I had doubts because I had to read and understand and reflect on different criticism. The club has been open about what we are trying to do, but I just saw incredible fans supporting the team. I'm extremely grateful. I've got pretty emotional to see that. It was a must-win game, and I saw a team out of the blocks straight away, wanted to score and wanted to please every single one of them. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang was applauded by the Arsenal fans after his post-match interview, and most importantly, Aaron Ramsdale was delighted with a clean sheet, and he really was applauding the fans. That's a crazy part. But more importantly, Gary Neville believes Arsenal will finish out of the top four, and Tottenham will be the one of the top four sides, as one would expect, according to Gary Neville. Speaking to Lad Bible TV, he says, um, Liverpool are in there, United are in there, City are in there, Chelsea are in there, Tottenham and Leicester in the last few years, I would say. Arsenal fans will probably now quote some stats now. They think I hate them anyway. They drain me, start winning, and I will start praising you again. Yeah, whatever. But more importantly, Alan Shearer has inadvertently hinted that he doesn't see Spurs rivals Arsenal anywhere near the top four due to the defensive issues. He says Arsenal just looked underprepared for all what was thrown at them, and they just couldn't handle it. Brentford were amazing, and they deserved to win the game and got 3 points. I know Arsenal had some big players missing, and they could have had a huge difference, but they still had some old problems. Defensively, they looked so poor, and I was a bit surprised with Arsenal because you know what is coming, just get ready for it, and they weren't. Moving on, Fiorentina coach reveals Lucas Torreira is quality following Arsenal's loan deal that was really there. Vincenzo Italiano has revealed Lucas Torreira adds to his squad following his transfer. He says, we are talking about a footballer who played at Atletico Madrid and Arsenal, has charisma and high intelligence. He really wants to have the ball at his feet. He always makes up for his mistakes. He adds to the midfield department where we have quality and dynamism. I'm happy to have a player with his character in terms of mentality. We have to be strong. We must never give up. So he is believing in the signing that is really coming up. So that's really clever. That is really, really clever. But more importantly, there's a big question for all the Arsenal fans. Arsenal created a lot of chances. They had a lot of shots, but they had only one goal to show for. Do you think Arsenal are really lacking a marksman? Arsenal are lacking a striker? Let me know in the comments. Do you think Arsenal should go all out for a striker next in the upcoming transfer windows in the future? Do you really think that's the where Arsenal are lacking? I believe so, yes. True, but I think Norwich really defended not that bad at all. They had the keeper saving them for a long period of time as well, but I think yes. I think Arsenal do need a striker. So if that's the case, let's talk about Pep Guardiola agreeing with what Arsene Wenger has proposed of the World Cup proposal. Pep Guardiola would welcome a fair debate over the possibility for World Cup every 2 years. He says, always I'm glad when new ideas are put on the table to discuss. You don't have to criminalize ideas. The club and the leagues defend their position. FIFA defend theirs and UEFA defend theirs. The World Cup is amazing. It's the biggest tournament, and as a spectator, I always enjoy watching it. If I could watch it every 2 years, that would be good. I'm completely in agreement with Arsene Wenger in that. If it isn't the World Cup, then it will be another competition, the Confederations Cup, or create a new tournament. What I've seen Arsene has proposed is a tournament of the biggest quality. So overall, I think I have got a very positive response, but this decision is a democratic decision. So it will be made by 211 countries who are affiliated to FIFA, Wenger told to Sky Sports. I think that we continue to consult people, and that's an ongoing process that will happen until December. After that, it's then down to all the federations to decide what will happen. But there is a proposal. That's what you want to hear, man. That's what you want to know. Proposals. But more importantly, do you think En-Nesyri is the right kind of a striker that Arsenal are linked with? Do you think Youssef En-Nesyri is the guy that Arsenal should go for? Decent in the air, that's not what Aubameyang offers to Arsenal, but hey, Aubameyang has scored a considerable amount of goals for Arsenal, so let's not just talk about it in a disrespectful way. Or do you think Arsenal should go for some other striker? If yes, let me know what you guys think about it, and don't forget my earlier question, what do you make of Takehiro Tomiyasu's debut? And of course, Albert Sambi Lokonga. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, cheers and don't forget to subscribe.